Okay, now let's continue talking about recording great audio in your home studio. And one device that really is flexible and is really great for you to have in your studio or for field work as well is the Zoom H1 handheld audio recorder. So it looks something like this, right? And it comes in black and white. And Zoom generally makes lots of different types of handheld recorders. This is not the highest in the range of handheld recorders that's made by Zoom, but this is still affordable and it's good enough for you to use. It's also flexible for a wide range of users. So the first, of course, is to use it as an actual microphone. So it's a big red record button over here, and it runs on one AA size batteries, and it has two microphones. If you can look at the option, look at the top here, it has two microphones pointing in different directions, so that forms a 45-degree angle, and anything in that 45-degree angle is recorded by the Zoom H1 when you use it as a handheld microphone. So if you're going to interview someone, you will just hold it, record, and then just point it at that person, okay? Or you can even record yourself like this. That is one way to use the Zoom microphone. Now, the second way is to use it as a stationary microphone. It has grooves here for standard tripod mounts. So this is a mini table, a mini tripod, mini table tripod. So it fits into other tripod sizes as well. And here you can actually have it positioned at the subject that you want to record. So this is useful if you want to record a lecture, for example, and you want to position it only at the source. So you can put it on the table and it records anything in the 45-degree angles right in front of the microphone. Another way to use it is to use it as a capture device, audio capture device for your lavalier microphone. So you have line in and line out. Line out is for your headphones. Line in is to plug in any audio capture device. So when you use it with your smart or with your lavalier microphone, you will clip it on as usual. You can hide the cable underneath your shirt. You can even tape it up if you anticipate lots of movement, and then this little device, you can just slip it into your pocket, start recording. Now it has a hold button here, so once you actually start recording, you can press the hold button, and that will disable the functions of all other buttons. So when you put it in your pocket, it will not accidentally turn off, or you will not accidentally hit or activate any other button. Alright. Now the fourth way of using the Zoom H1 is to actually mount it onto your DSLR camera. So it has a standard tripod mount here, and if you get a hot shoe adapter for your DSLR camera, and you can actually screw the hot shoe the adapter into here and plug it into your DSLR camera right away. So it works as a directional microphone, and this could be very useful if you are working alone in your studio and you'd want to not have too much of wires everywhere. So you can fix it, mount it on top of your DSLR, and you can use it just as a regular recorder using the mic options here, okay, the two microphones here. Or you can actually use a lavalier microphone, and for line out, you can channel that audio back into your DSLR camera. For certain DSLR cameras, not all DSLR cameras allow you to input external audio, but the higher end ones typically do have an audio input. So you can mount it on your DSLR camera, get a very short connector wire, audio connector wire, and from the line out, you can plug it into your DSLR camera, so you can record the audio and the video simultaneously in your DSLR camera. Otherwise, you would have to record the audio separately using the Zoom, and then you'll have to synchronize that in post-production using more advanced post-production software. You'll have to synchronize the audio that you capture from here with the audio that's captured by default in your DSLR camera or your laptop, and that is actually pretty difficult to do. It's very time consuming unless you have really high-end video editing software. Okay, so if you have the extra budget, then you should go ahead and get the Zoom H1 handy recorder. In my experience, however, it works great with lavalier microphone plugged into the line in, as I've shown you here. Okay, this is the best way to use the Zoom H1. If you just depend on the microphones and you point it at the direction you want to, it still captures a lot of unnecessary noise. I mean, and you'll have to edit that out in post-production. There are several options at the back here, and you have your low cut filter on, off, and you also have auto levels on or off. Read the manual in your Zoom H1 to understand what these buttons actually do. And of course, you'll have to experiment with the different configurations to find the best setting. In the studio setting, however, since there's not much additional noise, you could just depend on the built-in microphones for the Zoom H1.